All right, no nonsense. We're getting right into the review today. This is the new Sweets Boost Radar versus the Kendama USA kind of like clapback Dama. They announced like 2 days after this dropped, and it's the Kaizen half splits on the shift shape. These are both $20 budget Kendamas, and if you're new to Kendama, you're probably going to want to buy one of these. Sweets actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review the Radar, but they said I had to have the video done like before the drop or like on the drop date. But they did intrigue me, so I wanted to pick one up myself. Unfortunately, they were sold out, so I had to buy one from Kendama House, which, if you don't know who Kendama House is, they're a really cool Kendama, I think BMX like shop. And Sweets actually sends a ton of Damas to them to sell, and so they're kind of like my secret source. If a Dama is sold out on Sweets, check Kendama House. Shout out to them. So I actually got the Radar from them. Inside this little paper, we have the Radar. I got a nice little sticker and an extra red string from Kendama House. Thank you guys. Always a pleasure buying stuff from them. Check out Kendama House. I'll leave a link in the description. I kind of don't like telling you guys about them because seriously, they're like my secret, like, oh shit, it's sold out. I'm gonna go like see if I can still get one. They usually have them. All right, so here's the Radar. Let's open up the shift. There is the half split, some KUSA stickers, receipt, pretty much it, basic stuff. All right, here they are. For comparing sizes here, Kendama USA wins with their packaging, but I actually kind of like the way Sweets box theirs up a bit better. It's just kind of newer and modern looking. You're just going to take this out of the box and shred it immediately, so it doesn't matter too much, but if you really care, Sweets takes it on the packaging. So before we crack both of these open, a lot of these share the same sort of aspects. Both of them are on the company's newest shape, so this is on the shift shape from Kendama USA, and this is on the boost shape from Sweets Kendamas. Both of them are beech wood completely, so the Ken and the Tama are beech wood, and both of them have sticky paint. There's the Dama. That's nothing. Alright, and that is it. So in the packaging itself, you get the Dama. You get this pretty sweet Kendama sticker, actually. I think I'm going to slap that somewhere. That's kind of dope. And then this sort of like basic beginner sheet if you've never played Kendama, which is nice. They have this kind of weird system where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 like color matched like to the cups and the spike. I don't really know how well that's going to work in practice or like really the reason for it. I never got base cup and spike confused, but maybe that's just me. You also get a red string to match the one that's already on it with a normal bead, not a bearing bead, but at $20 it's kind of expected. You also get this like kind of puzzle piece poster thing. It's not actually a poster, but if you buy all 6 of them, you can put them together and make a poster. All right, it's a cool like thing to try and get people to buy them all. It's kind of dumb because I don't know anyone who's actually gonna buy all 6, and this is just kind of a waste of paper, but whatever. All right, now let's crack open the Kaizen shift. Pull this guy out. There we are. So the Kendama comes in this little like housing thing, and then you have the Kendama. Also, Kendama USA's Getting Started Guide comes with this. It's their kind of standard setup, which I do like actually. I kind of like it better than Sweets' new method. Kendama USA's is just like a lot more in-depth and gives you a lot of reading material, but I think does a better job for beginners. But both are good systems to use if you're new and getting started. Kendama USA, as usual, goes in with the stickers, so that's pretty cool. You just get a lot of stickers, a stringing tool, and an extra string. This white string though is horrible, it's super short. I don't really know where this came from. I'll replay the footage and we'll see. But one of these came with this. I don't know which one. Let's take a look at the boost shape first. So on the Ken itself, you have the new Sweets Kendamas logo. They wanted to put their name on it instead of just the cross Ken shape, which is cool. They also include this QR code on the small cup of the Ken, which is cool. It makes it kind of look not great, and you just have to have a QR code now on your Ken. This is cool, but sure. The string length you get, however, is very nice. It's about 6 fingers, which is very nice to include on especially a starter Kendama. You only get a normal bead, not a bearing bead. That's not a huge deal if you're a beginner, but it is something to note. Something I do really like is this Tama. It's very similar to the old Radar. It's just updated and even better for tracking now, which is nice. It's kind of like a 70-30 split. The top is just this pure red, and then you go down into this Radar design, and then around the very bottom of the bevel, it goes back to red. All the radars are like this, and I do really like the design. It's gonna be nice for tracking. I kind of wish they put like a little white dot or something around the string hole just to give it that extra bit of tracking. But I think I really do like this design, and it's going to be very nice for playing. Let's go over the Kaizen half split. Holy shit, this is really tight. Okay. All right, first off, it seems like, wow, you get a much longer string on this guy. Holy cannoli, that is huge. So, all right, off the bat, bonus points for the Kaizen split. Gives you about a 10-finger string length. This design is a lot more basic. It's just a half split. Around the string hole, you got a white tracking dot, then the red, then the white, and nothing around the bevel. The half split's very nice for tracking, and you have the white dot around the string hole. So both of these damas are good for tracking. I might give a couple extra points for like tracking-wise to the boost shape, but overall, I really do like the design of the shift half split. Looking at the Ken, you just have the Kendama USA logo on the bottom here and the Kaizen logo on the stall point of the big cup. Pretty basic, not much going on, but it's very clean and looks nice. So there's a couple things I do want to compare. First up is the bevel size. I want to see if one's bigger than the other, because that actually does, I think, really matter when you're a beginner. And I will give it to the Sweets. It looks like it's a bit deeper and a bit wider. Both of these are very nice size bevels though, and they'll work fine. But the Sweets definitely has a bigger bevel, and that does need to be accounted for. So props to Sweets for having a wider bevel. The shift shape is a bit older than the Sweets Boost, but the cup sizes are actually pretty much identical all the way around the Ken. Even though the Boost shape is a newer shape over the shift, you're not sacrificing cup sizes or playability. It's just a different shape. Something very nice though on the radar is the base cup hole. If you don't know what the base cup hole does, is take weight out of the base of the Ken and basically make it better for lunar tricks. I really like that they added that to the Ken. Kendama USA didn't. It's just a standard base cup. But if you get a good weighted Ken and it's even, it really doesn't matter that much. Even with the base cup hole, lunar balance actually seems to be better on the Kaizen split over the boost shape. And now that's just a little bit off. That comes down to kind of your luck. All these kendamas are going to be different, and it really depends on the weights that you get. But it's nice that Sweets has the base cup hole, so that way it kind of gives you some better chances, I guess. Even if the weights are a bit off, it compensates a bit. So you're more likely to probably have a better balanced kendama if you go with the Sweets Boost. But actually, the ones I got, if we're comparing them, the Kaizen is better as far as balance-wise. Both of these are a full beech construction, and that does need to be taken into account for. Beech is not a very solid wood, it's not very hard, so beech does have a tendency to wear down quicker than a hardwood like maple. Both of these kendamas come with a wide range of colors, so I think that's great. And really, I think it's just awesome that both of them are offering a $20 base, like budget kendama that's on a good shape with good paint. It's about time we had this, and I'm really happy that Sweets finally dropped one with the new boost shape, and that the Kaizen series has now gone down from a base price of $30 down to $20. So you can have a shift shape with sticky paint, a long string, good tracking for only 20 bucks. Same goes with the boost shape from Sweets. It's awesome that you can get both of these for such a low price, and really you can't go wrong with either of these. There really is no best here. I would probably give it to the boost if I had to pick one, just because of the slightly bigger bevel. It does really make a difference, especially if you're a beginner. You're going to get more spikes, and stalls are going to be, I think, a bit easier. But this isn't far off. It's still a good size bevel. I don't think there really is a clear winner unless you have played both of these shapes and know for a fact which one you like more than the other. But they're both great starter damas, and I would recommend them highly to anyone getting into kendama. They're going to be great for you. Alright, well, I hope you liked this video. Hopefully it was informational for some people, and yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.